Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to round 4 of your FRL series. This week we're running in Monza, Italy. A very prestigious track, and a track that some of these drivers have been having some serious issues with in practice this week, from what they've been telling me. Sounds like Ascari has not been their friend, especially with the new update. The curbs are rocket launchers from the way it's been described by Ferrari. Coming into this race, we have a full 20 driver lineup, no substitutions, no replacements this week, so it is your full standard driver lineup. For your drivers and constructors, RoloSky is currently in the lead still with 43 points, with his teammate Foxxxes coming in with 30. Then you have Saintex coming in with 25, Maddie with 16 in the Williams, Graxent with 15, Jack, who was a championship favorite, down in 6th place. Debe is down in 7th with 12 points. Looking at your Constructors champions, Ascari is in 1st place with 73 points after a very strong Monaco Grand Prix from the team. Ferrari making a comeback at Monaco, their favorite track, and now their home Grand Prix, currently in 2nd place. Can they make up any of the gap into 1st place Ascari and try to push for the Constructors? Red Bull in 3rd, Haas in 4th, Williams in 5th, Aston Martin in 6th, Mercedes in 7th after a very disappointing Monaco Grand Prix for them, McLaren in 8th, Alpine in 9th, and Alfa Romeo, the only team with no points in. Looking at some different clips, this is from Season 1. This is Graxent going around the outside of the Alfa Romeo. outside. He pushes it into the inside on Ascari, which is a very, very risky move, but he makes it stick. Looking at some different runs of the track, last week Monaco was a wet race, and you can see the drivers have been preparing for it. This is Mafix pushing in a 1:30.821 hot lap of Monaco. You can see the run into turn 1 is very long, it's the longest turn 1 on the calendar, going very cautiously. Parabolical, long run down to it. Pushing around Parabolical, and then you dive to the inside on this straight to try to push and get your fastest lap in. Mathix's lap was a 1:30.821, and we have Craxton who sent in a dry lap as well to submit. And let's jump over into your qualifying session. 18-minute qualifying, 50% race for these drivers. Ferrari not being very confident going into their home GP. Stated they believe Red Bull or AlphaTauri will be the teams to beat. We will see how that goes 30 seconds until your qualifying begins. Looks like drivers aren't hesitating to go ahead and get out on the track. Oh, yellow flag in Sector 1. Did somebody outrun Ascari? Nope, looks like nothing too crazy happened there. Alright. Now that we have game audio, we can figure out what's going on. Looks like there was a collision that I just missed in Sector 3. Let's see here what's happening. Driver's trying to put space going into Parabolica. JJ Monaco led a lot of the laps, but unfortunately had a very, very disappointing race after catching wing damage, and then couldn't catch a break. Ended up with 6 pit stops in 6th place. Let's let him take you around a lap. Monza. Pits in JJ. It was looking like a very strong lap. It looks like he's going to go ahead and pit in. Let's go ahead and pick up in with Maddie, who's pushing out of Sector 3. Pushing on the medium tires in qualifying. Very good option. May just be looking at some laps. May actually be looking and trying to get a feel in. And it looks like Braxton is at a 120.6, and that is your current fastest time. You have Syntex, who is 0.03 of a second off. Noda, who has crashed out, it looks like in Sector 2. Let's see if we can pick up what happened there. Oh, looks like a spin involving a McLaren and an Aston Martin. Let's see if we can see which Aston Martin it is. That is Debe. McLaren is going to be out of this session. However, he had a very strong time in. Oh, and it looks like one of the AlphaTauris have outran themselves in the first corner. So far, compared to Monaco, a very uneventful qualifying. One driver has crashed out, only a couple of yellow flags, nothing too crazy has happened. Artosh leaving the session. Interesting. AlphaTauri, the talking point of the season so far, with their major lead in the constructors, coming into race 4, which means we're into the second third of the season. Interesting to see if anybody can catch up with them. On an outlap, puts the Haas by. Haas goes off track though. Not sure if that was purposeful to try to get a tow. Even in game, it sounds absolutely gorgeous. Coming down the front stretch. Negotiates the first chicane well, going to be coming around. Curve grande. Looks like he may have a little traffic in front of him, Williams. Looks like there's a Mercedes spun out in the chicane. Maybe just getting out of the way. Williams gets out of the way. Going through the first Lesmo. Coming around to the second Lesmo. Still looking very strong on his lap. Purple through sector 2. Negotiated Ascari with very little issue. A couple of different yellow flags out. Looks like it's just drivers getting out of the way. AlphaTauri moves out of the way well. Coming around Parabolica, and he is going to floor it. Let's see what kind of time he can put in there. And that is going to put him still in 4th place. Currently your championship leader, RoloSky, with a major 10.5 lead over Jack. Championship favorite, however, the AlphaTauri has been absolutely strong coming through. I know when the AlphaTauri was practicing for the race, he posted saying that he was getting around, he was running time trial today and ran a 1:19.7. We'll see if he can duplicate that in the race. However, that is an extremely strong time and definitely something that the drivers are going to be shooting for. Oh no! Jack with a major crash. Coming through Parabolica. Oh no. It looks like the rear end just snapped on him. Oh, he is lucky to get away with that and not total that car. Oh. That was scary for a second. Oh, let's jump on with the other Red Bull who is pushing going down into turn 1. Looks like he is on a warm-up lap, or a cool-down lap. Oh! RoloSky's on an out lap. He has a 1:20.0 in right now. Let's check out your home team of the Ferraris. JJ and Saintex are both in the pits, both still with very strong times. Starting in the top 5 would not be bad for them, especially after the way that Monaco went for JJ. Started pole, led a lot of the race, then dropped down into P6. He's definitely going to be looking for a strong finish here to keep him up. Here, lots of drivers going through. Let's pick up with the Mercedes going in through. Mercedes pitting. Never mind, we're not going to pick up with him. Who is that behind him? If we can figure out who that was. Behind a lot of drivers pitting, it looks like AlphaTauri, RoloSky is picking up on his starting lap. race, and one of the things that I found interesting was the AlphaTauris, the gap between the two drivers. So RoloSky has a 43 ranking right now, and Foxxxes has a 27.25. JJ going into this race with a 20.75, and then there's really nobody that's near him. Lots of large gaps. Jack has a 17.75. David with a 14. 80 Gamer with 11.5. And I know 80 Gamer was reporting going into this race that he was having some equipment issues with his pedals. I'm hoping that doesn't affect him. RoloSky invalidating his lap time. Of really strong, really clean laps going through. Only a couple of events. Notice spinning out, Jack spinning coming out of Parabolical, but overall very clean qualifying so far. Still yellow flag in sector 2. It looks like it's one of the, I believe it's a Red Bull or a Williams going slow. Looks like that's actually gonna be the Williams going slow there. Coming out of the pits, see the Mercedes coming down. Yellow flag in sector 1 and sector 3 for slow cars going around. Looking at season 1 race winners for here in Monza, looks like in season 1 Noda was actually the winner, and then Debe was in 3rd. So those would be two drivers that have proven performance in this track and maybe the ones you want to watch out for. Coming around Parabolica, looking very strong going through this lap. Looks like he improves into P11. Let's pick up here with Jack, who's coming down. Jack is on his second lap on the softs. Guessing he's going to be pitting in this lap, potentially. Fastest laps, whole field spread out by only about 2.5 seconds, almost 3 seconds. But overall, still a very, very strong competitive time. Who is that stopped? Let's see if we can figure out who that is stopped. Wasserschwan going very, very slow. Not sure if this is intentional or if maybe this is an equipment issue. Oh, David with a 5-place grid penalty for causing a serious collision. Oh no. Looks like Tim Alfa Romeo. I'll be curious to see from his perspective what just happened there. But he is out of qualifying, and then both Alfa Romeos are out of qualifying as well? Oh no. That'd be very interesting to see what happened there. 25 seconds left in this qualifying session. We'll see who's going to get across to put in their final lap, or if drivers are just going to kind of accept where they are. You can see the AlphaTauri going very slow right there. RoloSky is out of the session. The Fixian looking like he's about to put in a foul lap. Nope, no front wing. He is going to box. We have missed a lot of things there. Wow. My commentators cursed it. I said there wasn't an eventful qualifying, and then the last 2 minutes just had to make me a liar. Syntax doesn't improve. He is going to hold on P5. Oh, Crazy Boy spinning it in Parabolica, saving it though. Very close to not saving that. Very impressive from the Haas driver, especially after Monaco having a very eventful installation lap, I believe it was, if it wasn't lap 1. And that is going to be your qualifying over. See where everyone lands. RoloSky in the AlphaTauri is going to be in first place. Jack, P2, but he's going to take a five place grid penalty. Graxent coming in P3. JJ 4th. Syntax 5th. Maddie in 6th. Pafixian in 7th. Barthez in 8th, and Bartosh is going to be 9th. Noda 10th, going to round out your top 10. Dave AMP 11, but he is going to take a 5-place grid penalty. Then you have True Hero P12, Wasserschwein P13, Crazy Boy is going to be in P14. 80 Gamer Mathix, Vixie, Insidious, Lunev, and Ascari. And that is going to be your grid. We'll see how the penalties shapes everyone up in just a moment. Just taking a quick peek into the starting lineup. Looks like a lot of the back half of the pack are going to look to start on mediums and run long. We'll see what the pit strategy looks like. So after what was somewhat of an eventful qualifying, oh, Wasserschwein is already disqualified from the session. Alright, looking at the tire lineups, it looks like the top 10 are all going to go on softs. P11 is going to be on mediums, and then looks like True Hero all the way through Luo is going to be on mediums. Ascari and Vixie are going to go for the softs, trying to get an early jump. And then Insidious in P20 is going to look to run on the mediums. RoloSky is going to have to look at getting off the line quick and early and try to extend his gap up front. That way he can try to hold on to the lead. Looks like another disqualification for 80 Gamer and Foxxxes. Missed what happened there. Your predicted pit stop strategy powered by AWS. 1 stop for soft to hards, or you can do a 2 stop from soft to mediums. Wonder if any of the medium starters are going to try to run on hards and see where that goes. Let's jump in with RoloSky. Go ahead and watch him form up the grid, trying to build some heat into those tires. Look at them. Oh no! AlphaTauri spins out in the back. Who was that? Was that Bartosz? Or the Alpine, not the AlphaTauri. It was either Mathix or Luo, and I can't tell which. Alright, looks like grid's starting to form back up. Jump in with Insidious and P20, pulling up the rear. He will be the last car that they look for to form up before they start this race. All right, 5 red lights, and we are underway. Red lights took a while to go off there. It looks like going from the launch, it is a good launch for the AlphaTauri, but the Red Bull's also going to get away well. Back in the pack's looking a little chaotic. AlphaTauri is going to keep the lead. Ferrari's going to try to dive up the inside going into turn 1. Oh, and they are looking very good. Ferrari try a little something. Ferrari gets a little bit loose there. He's going to fall back. AlphaTauri and Red Bull are going to drag race through the next corner. Oh, lots of red flags. Crazy Boy with a 3-second time penalty. Overall, front of the pack got away well, but the back of the pack looks like where the real action was. 3 wide coming through the turn. Looks like they've sorted themselves out pretty well. Nothing too crazy there. I do see some front wings missing. But RoloSky maintains his lead. Graxit in P2. Maddie is going to be in P3 in the Williams. P4 is Saintex in the Ferrari. P5 is Jack. Noda in P6 with 4 positions gained. JJ falling down to P7. Foxxxes is in P8. Pit stop strategy. They're still saying 1 stop either way. Soft to medium or soft to hard. It'll depend on how these drivers can make it last. Wasserschwein in P10. Bartosz gets past Crazy Boy there. Yellow flag coming through sector 3. Looks like that is Mathix going a little bit slow in the Alpine. Barthez in P12. Looks like we've got some drivers into the pits. Looks like that is going to be the AlphaTauri, I believe, a Foxxxes, probably a front wing change. Looks like you got a few different drivers in the pits. Dave, one of the ones losing out, missing his front wing. Insidious coming in, front wing change. Mathix, these drivers will all probably go into hards and try to make it to the end. Your leader currently, RoloSky, with a 1.8 second lead. What an eventful first lap. What an eventful first lap. Didn't think it was going to be too crazy. I thought the front of the pack was going to be chaotic, but then the middle and the back, it looks like they just kind of all piled into each other. Yellow flag sector 2. It looks like Barthez is going to be out of this session. Who else is caught up with him there? Oh, True Hero also getting a piece of it. Looks like True Hero gets away, but it looks like Barthez is going to be out of the session. We'll see if we can pick up with the AlphaTauri here. See if we can get a peek at his car and see what it looks like. Nope, looks like they already cleaned his car up off of the track. So your big loser right now is Foxxxes, down 10 places after starting P6. AlphaTauri in their Constructors Championship bid, that's not what they're going to want to see, but Ferrari, that is definitely what they want to see. It's going to help them hold a strong spot, and same thing with Red Bull. It's going to help them build back up. Your big gainer right now is Vixie in the Mercedes. He is up 10 places after starting P19. He is now P9. We'll see how far he can push it up the field. AD Gamer, another strong racer. He was your driver of the day in Monaco. He is up 6 places right now into P8, having a very strong race, it looks like. Wasserschwein is up 5 places. JJ is down 3. We'll see if he can make it up. Noda in the McLaren is up 5 places. Jack is up 3. Syntex is up 1. Safety car has been deployed. Safety car's probably been out a minute, and I just missed it because I'm trying to look through and see exactly what these drivers are doing. Chaotic first couple laps. So right now, your top 4 are all drivers from your top 3 in constructors. So I'm very curious to see if Foxxxes and the AlphaTauri in P15 can bring it up and see what he can get going. We'll see if any drivers decide they want to dive into the pits now. I don't see anyone going in, it looks like. I'm sure the Red Bulls on the restart are going to be very hungry to try to get around the AlphaTauri and give themselves some strong points and strong track position. Turn 1, obviously where Lewis and Max decided they wanted to place their cars on top of each other. So we'll see if anyone tries to imitate reality going into turn 1 after a restart. Four laps in here, 27 in this Italian Grand Prix. Still, 80 Gamer and Vixie. Those two are going to have a strong competition for driver of the day. Only one driver out, Barthez, in the McLaren. Safety car coming in this lap means we'll be back underway for lap 5 of this 27 lap Grand Prix. RoloSky's going to look to try to get through Parabolical, and we'll see how long he waits to start. It's a big run down into turn 1, so we'll have to see if he tries to take off early, but then if he gives Grax the slipstream, or if he is going to try to wait late. Right now, lap times are all looking really competitive. Looks like RoloSky may be trying to get away early. Might have actually caught them off guard with this. We are back underway for green flag racing into this Italian Grand Prix. Looks like RoloSky actually got away really well. Grax's going to be in P2. Syntex is going to look to get around the Red Bull. Oh, he decides to buy his time. Noda and JJ back in the back, though. JJ is going to try to make a move, and it looks like he's not going to be able to make it stick. Oh, gets a little slippery, and that is going to see the Mercedes Wasserschwein trying to get him around into the next turn. Oh, looks like Mercedes is going to try to go up the inside. Oh no, Syntex is retired. The Red Bull spun around. What have I missed? Oh no, a DNF for Ferrari. Oh, what did I miss? Looks like the Alpine Luo also spun out. Wow. Would love to see a replay of that. Doesn't look like a safety car is going to come out. Race is going to stay under green flag conditions. True Hero disconnecting from the session. Or wrecking, I can't tell what just happened. Safety car has been deployed now. We'll see if we can tell what happened there. Did he spin it? He spun out of the Ascari chicane. Oh no. And that is going to be your second safety car of the session. That puts us down to 17 cars. Noda is now your leader, though. As it looks like your race leaders have decided to pit out and get some fresh tires. We'll see what kind of tires they put on. Looks like they're going to go ahead and stop. RoloSky's going to go for the mediums to the end, potentially to the end. Graxit getting a little swirly there off of the chicane in turn 1. Mediums, hards. We do still see some drivers on their starting tires of softs and mediums. Looks like a couple people switched to hards early after some of the lap 1 chaos. Your leader, Noda, is on 5 lap softs. Foxxxes Shrine and P2 with 5 lap softs. AD Gamer with 5 lap mediums. Trying to see if I can get some info on what happened there with Saintex. McLaren coming into the pits. Looks like he is going to put on a set of hard compound tires. Wonder if he'll try to go to the end or if he may have to make a last second pit stop. Looks like Aston Martin's going to be coming in as well. Kind of tapping through the field here. Checking to see what's going on with some people. Aston Martin goes onto a set of mediums. Wonder if that will last him to the end. So you have a Mercedes in first place. Game imitates reality. A wonderful Mercedes safety car. Absolutely gorgeous. So it looks like your top 3 have yet to pit. Same with Luo and P13 has yet to pit. Everybody else has done at least 1 stop. Bartosz getting a 5-second penalty for a severe collision. I missed what happened there. And it looks like safety car will stay out for another lap. Look at some of the lap times right now. There is a very, very clear difference between the pace of RoloSky and the pace of everyone else. Everybody else running around 127s, 128s. I see a couple of 130s in there. But then RoloSky with a 124.6. Absolutely flying. We know the pace of him in his AlphaTauri, so definitely I don't see him having an issue cutting his way back through the field. Vixie is up 16 places, however, he has not pit yet. Vixie with a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Bartosz. I didn't see anything happen right there, so be interesting to see what that was for, or if I just missed it completely. I will say that for the Mercedes starting on the softs, this is definitely going to play into their hands and let them hold onto those softs for longer. 80 Gamer on 7-lap mediums. We'll have to see where the delta between the softs and mediums hits, but he could be in a very, very strong position. Safety car is going to be in this lap. Wasserstein for a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with AD Gamer. Maddie with a 5-second penalty for severe collision. And it looks like the Mercedes is going to wait as long as possible. Oh, 80 Gamer is going to get a strong runoff though. And we are back to green flag racing here in Italy. And then in turn 1, it looks like 80 Gamer's thinking about making a move. Looks like he's going to shoot for the strong cut in. He's going to go to the outside of the Mercedes. They bump tires. For now, it looks like they're holding on. Oh, 80 Gamer's going to try to shoot around the outside, which will cut into the inside. We'll see how this turns out. Oh, and the Haas of AD Gamer is now your leader. What a strong pass. Meanwhile, you've got Bartosz back in the Williams also getting past Vixie. Oh, but Wasserstein isn't done with AD Gamer. He's going to try to shoot into him, going into Ascari. We'll see if he can make anything stick here. He's going to stick back into the inside. Of course, after safety car, no DRS for 2 laps. Oh, yellow flag. We'll see who that is here. Looks like it's the Red Bull of Grax that's spun around. He gets back underway. No safety car, no harm, no foul there. 80 Gamer holding the lead. Parabolical. It looks like the Williams of Wasserstein gets passed by Bartosz as well. Looks like they're going to drag race it out going down into turn 1. And the Williams is going to come away ahead, it looks like. Oh no, he locks up his brakes. Wasserstein's going to dive it around the inside. He'll take back P2 there. Williams is going to try something else again. Going to go back around on the side. Looks like he's going to get past him going into the turn. And he gets back into the position of the chicane. It looks like the front 4 are just going to be swapping positions back and forth this entire time. Very, very strong racing from everyone. So far, 80 Gamer in the lead, Bartosz in second place. Safety car has been deployed. Looks like it's the Ferrari of JJ that's out. Oh no, the Tifosi are gonna hate this. Both Ferraris out of their home Grand Prix. Oh no. Ferrari, after a very strong showing in Monaco, having a very poor Monza. It looks like Bartosz is going to dive into the pits. We'll see what he decides to do. Oh, and he gets a penalty for his trouble speeding in the pit lane. Looks like Mercedes Wasserstein is going to come in. These are the drivers that have not pit yet. Vixie's in. He hasn't pit yet. This will be his first pit stop. Ascari's in. Maddie's in. Luo's in. Williams is going to be serving his penalty. He's going to the hard tires for the rest of the race. Oh, and Williams double stacked with both having penalties. Oh no, Mercedes double stacking as well. Alfa Romeo gets a fresh front wing. And we are on lap 11 of this Italian Grand Prix. Haas in the lead. Looks like it's a Haas 1-2, 80 Gamer and Crazy Boy. Coming in third is RoloSky, who has pushed his way back up to the front. Safety cars definitely have helped him. Insidious in P4, Noda in P5, Jack in P6, Mathix in P7, Graxic in P8, Bartosz in P9, Wasserstein in P10. Luo is in P11, Ascari's in P12, P13 Matty, P14 Vixie, both Ferraris of JJ and Saintex, Dave, True Hero, and the Aston Martins, Pafixian and Barthez, your current DNFs. Tell you what, I would not want to be a steward for this race. There's going to be some strong discussions, I'm sure, about some of these wrecks. You know, I'm curious to see just how many laps they're going to be able to get without another safety car. Because it looks like so far a lot of the drivers are having issues with getting through curves. And drivers, you can tune in and tell me if I'm crazy here, but looking 80 Gamer up 13 places, Crazy Boys up 11. RoloSky is down 2 places after starting on pole, but I very much anticipate that's not going to last very long. Insidious up 16, Noda is up 5, Jack's up 1, Mathic's up 8. Insidious, if he can hold this, he will definitely be in contention for driver of the day. 80 Gamer taking the lead, and we are back under green flag racing on lap 13 of this Italian Grand Prix. Looks like RoloSky's not wasting any time getting around the Haas of Crazy Boy. Puts him up into second place, and 80 Gamer is going to be straight in his sights. Looks like back in the back we've got Bartosz and Motherswine going against each other. Matty's going up, gets past the Mercedes in the background. However, on your screen you're seeing RoloSky, who is chasing down 80 Gamer as hard as he can, trying to get past him. It looks like he may have a run coming out of the chicane going into Lesnos. We'll see if he can make anything stick or if he's going to try to wait to do something in Ascari. Matty gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Looks like he drops down into P14 now. Looks like he may have missed the chicane. He spun in his Williams going through the chicane. He's back underway though, no issues there. Let's jump back into the leaders. RoloSky's going to get around the outside of 80 Gamer. He's going to push it, and he makes the move stick down the straightaway before Ascari. No DRS needed, nothing needed to make that happen. And he is going to take back his lead and already builds almost a second before he even gets to Parabolica. Look at the pace advantage he has, though, when looking at fastest laps. I mean, it's almost unheard of. And he sets another fastest lap on the mediums, 1:23.8. Oh, a little bit of a lockup there going in the first corner. Looks like 80 Gamer is the only driver that has not made a stop yet. RoloSky, your leader on lap 14 of 27 in this Italian Grand Prix. Red Bull of Jack looks like he's trying to cut his way through the Haas. We'll jump back and tune in with him and see how he's going. He is going to try to push it around. Nope, he's going to buy his time coming through Ascari. He'll try to make a run going up into Parabolical. And we have a yellow flag in Sector 1. That is the Mercedes of Vixie. Looks like he spun going through the first turn in the chicane. He's back underway. There are no issues there. We'll jump back in. Jack got past 80 Gamer and is going to try to make a run on RoloSky. This is your championship favorite and your championship leader, RoloSky, punching in another fastest lap. Jack beating it, though, with a 1:23.2. We'll see if they can keep this pace going and how this gets near the end, if they can close up the gap. He's got 2 seconds to make up on RoloSky. Shouldn't be an issue on his set of mediums, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how old his tires are. They're both on 8-lap mediums, so Jack has a pure pace advantage. There's no tire advantage. It is just pure pace. Yellow flag into Sector 1. It looks like that is a spin of Ascari in the Alfa Romeo. He's back underway, though. No issues there. Your leader, RoloSky, coming through Lesmos 2. Very clean, very precise and calculated. No real oversteer, understeer, no car snaps. He is just pushing, driving his race. Jack in second place is absolutely pushing. 2.6 second gap between the two. Noda gets past Crazy Boy in the McLaren. He's going to be pushing for 80 Gamer now. We'll have to keep up and see how that goes through. Crazy Boy now getting passed by Braxton. Looks like Crazy Boy still has not... No, he's made a stop. Just pure pace advantage, it appears. Braxton's still pushing another. RoloSky putting in a 1:23.1 to respond to Jack's fastest lap. Oh, the McLaren was going to try to get around the Red Bull there. Looks like he's not going to be able to make it happen. He's going to try to outbrake him. Nope. He's going to slide in. We'll see if he tries to make it coming out of turn 2 here. Red Bull in a very strong position for where they want to be to try to catch up with the constructors, especially after Ferrari's double DNF. AD Gamer still has not stopped. Oh, and speaking of AD Gamer, looks like he spins out. Can he get that car going back underway with no issues? He sure can. Say his tires are probably flat spotted. He probably has some wing damage. He will be due for a pit stop now. He's got it back and underway. I don't see any damage immediately. However, that definitely knocked him out for where he wanted to be. Yellow flags in the Sector 3, and that is Mathix that's going to be out of your race. We'll see if we can see what happened to him there. Oh, he just spun going through Ascari, and that is going to be a safety car deployed. RoloSky taking advantage, immediately diving into the pits. He's going to throw on a set of softs to try to make it through these last 2 laps. And there is a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I didn't see who that was for, but I do see a lot of different penalties for speeding in the pit lane. Crazy Boy in P1, who is up 12 places, though. We'll see if he can hold on for the final 10 laps on that set of hard tires. Ascari's up 12 places in the P6, and Insidious in P7. Alfa Romeo finally up in the points for the first time this season. We'll see if they can hold on to that and make that stick and score their first points of the season and get themselves off of the bottom of the constructors. lap 17 of this Italian Grand Prix. So far, been pretty eventful when compared to qualifying. Haas in the lead with Crazy Boy. We have Wasserschwein in P2, RoloSky in P3, who is going to try to be pushing himself back up in that lead spot. But with the pace advantage of that AlphaTauri, I don't anticipate there being an issue unless Mercedes and Haas can hold him behind. Jack in P4, who is going to be pushing to get past RoloSky. P5 Note of the McLaren, who's also looked very, very strong in this race. Ascari in P6, Insidious in P7. Bartosz is in P8. Graxit in P9. Lunev in P10. Maddie in P11. AD Gamer in P12 after holding the lead for a fair amount of time, doing a very, very strong race, spinning and then having to drop back. Vixie in P13. We have 7 drivers that have DNF, including both Aston Martins, both Ferraris, a McLaren, an Alpine, an AlphaTauri. So all in all, a very strong race. 9 laps to go here in this Grand Prix, and we will see how this finishes up. I'm really going to be curious to watch this P3, 4, and 5 battle to see how that ends up going in through turn 1. You got to wonder, is RoloSky going to be able to hold it? Is Jack going to try to make a hard move down the inside? You can see he's already staying to the right, RoloSky, so I wonder if that's going to be what he's plotting to do, or if they're going to try to hold it going up through Ascari. Safety car in this lap, and it looks like Crazy Boy is going to be trying to push back the field. We'll see when he decides to take off. Ascari gets a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Insidious, his teammate. There'll be some strong discussions. Crazy Boy's in no rush to get underway. Wasserschwein really wants him to go. It looks like they may have bumped a little bit there. Yep, and there is your penalty for Crazy Boy. Wasserschwein. RoloSky bumps in, and they are underway. It looks like Wasserschwein's going to get him around the outside here. They're going to drag race into turn 1. And the Mercedes gets him, puts himself into the lead. Up. Alfa Romeo misses turn 1. He's going to get a quarter cutting penalty for his worries. But Mercedes is in P1, Wasserschwein. RoloSky got past, no problem. RoloSky's going to be passed and keep the lead. And we have a yellow flag. Looks like it is the Red Bull of Jack spinning. He gets back underway, no problem. Probably some damage, though. I may not just see it. Insidious is up and going after pitting at the end of that safety car. RoloSky is your leader with 8 laps to go, flying through the Ascari chicane with absolutely no issues. Let's jump back here. Crazy Boy is trying to push his way around the Mercedes. Going to try to put it around the inside of Parabolica. Oh, and that is the Williams of Bartosz going around wide, but he gets past the Red Bull, so it works. Red Bull's going to try to get the Haas. They're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. Wow. Are they still holding it? Nope, they're back 2 wide. Williams is still going to try to push it around the Red Bull. Red Bull's going to shut the door. They're going to keep it going. Graxit holding his place. Meanwhile, your race leader, RoloSky, building up a 2.5-second gap already in under a lap. 7 laps to go. Yellow flag into sector 2. Looks like that may be the Williams of Bartosz. Yep, he spun around, and then it looks like that was Ascari who spins around as well. They both get back going underway, though, with no issues. Well, Ascari still trying to get back underway, but it looks like Bartosz gets underway with no issues. Ascari now back and going, so no issues there. Your gap at the front is now 3.5 seconds with 7 to go. Foxxxes Racing still right behind Gragson. We'll see if the Mercedes can get around the Red Bull. RoloSky with a 122.4, cutting into the 22s for the first time. Noda in P5, Maddie in P4. Crazy Boy in P6. Vixie in P7, up 12 places in the Mercedes. Jack is in P8. Lua is going to be in P9. Bartosz is in P10. AD Gamer is in the pits in P11. Finally coming in. Looks like he's going to bolt on a set of soft tires and try to make a strong push to the end of the race. Insidious is in P13. Up 7 places. RoloSky again with a very strong race, proving once again why he is your championship leader and why he is absolutely pushing through. Setting a purple sector 2, keeping the push, going through for sector 3. Mercedes swapping places going into the Ascari chicane. All in all, the race has calmed down quite significantly going into these final few laps. Looks like drivers are just trying to hold on and just finish this race. Everybody's excited to watch the US Grand Prix coming up in about 30 minutes. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Looks like that is another spin for the Mercedes. Foxxxes spun. Looks like he gets it back underway though. No issues. RoloSky building up a 4.5 second lead. Gragson in P2 has 5-second gap over Noda in P3. Maddie in P4, who is still pushing to try to get past the McLaren to try to get on the podium. DRS open, he's going to push it. Can he close this gap going up into the Ascari though? Looks like he cannot. McLaren has recharge on though. He doesn't get close enough to make anything stick. However, he does still have about a 0.5 second gap. Jumping down farther back in the pack. Bartosz is only about a second or a 10th and a half off. Oh no, and he spins it. Oh, pushing to try to get around Luo, and he spins it. Oh, and he's going to come off the barrier. That was looking like such a strong move. And just a little snap of oversteer coming through the chicanes. Matty is pushing to get around the McLaren. It looks like he's closed that gap way back up, coming through. We'll follow them going through the second turn, the next chicane, and then into Lesmos. We'll see if he can make anything stick there. Jack is also right on their heels. This could turn into a three-way battle for third place very quickly. McLaren is still holding on so tight going into Parabolica. Jack's going to push it around the inside, though. They're going to drag race it down the straightaway. DRS open for Jack. This should be an easy pass for him, but I don't think the McLaren's going to let it be that easy. Oh, and there's the Williams and Matty in the background, too, with DRS. He's going to try to get around as well and make it a double trouble for McLaren. He doesn't make anything stick, though. Jack takes away third place, though, but I don't think Noda or Matty are going to be done with them. Gets a little bit on the gravel there. That is going to open up the door for the Williams to try to come around going into the first Lesmos and then the second Lesmos. Matty only 2 tenths behind. DRS open. We'll see if he can do anything going down into the run for Ascari. Doesn't look like he's going to buy his time. Jump back in with Luo in the Alpine. Doesn't look like he's able to make anything either on the Vixie and the Mercedes. Let's check on our race leader. Nothing crazy going on with him. Almost a 7-second gap on the Graxent. He is just letting it roll. Jack in P3. Noda in P4, 1.5 seconds, 2 laps to go in this Italian Grand Prix. Doesn't look like he can make anything happen there. Matty in P5, who is still pushing to try to get past the McLaren. Yellow flag in Sector 2. It looks like that is the back of the pack. Who is that, actually? I can't tell who that is. Insidious DNFing out. Not sure what happened there. Didn't catch it in time. Coming around Parabolica for the next to last time, RoloSky with an absolutely massive lead, 7 seconds. It'll take an absolute mess up on his end in order to close that up. Graxent in P2. Jack in P3. We'll check back in with Matty here and see if he's going to be able to make anything happen on the McLaren. He's got one more run to do it. 2 more DRS zones. We'll see if he can make anything stick. Yellow flag, Sector 3, Ascari DNFs. The other Alfa Romeo is out. Oh no. After such a strong race for them, losing it in the last couple laps. doesn't look like the Williams going to make anything happen going into Ascari. You've got RoloSky, who has just ran a stellar, strong, consistent race coming around Parabolical for the final time. And he is going to be your winner of Season 3 Italian Grand Prix. Even with a 5-second time penalty, he is still going to hold on to the lead. Gragson coming around in P2. Jack hits P3. Williams isn't able to get past the McLaren. Noda's in P4. Maddie's in P5. Crazy Boy, after a very strong race for him, coming up P6. Vixie up 12 places in P7. But with penalties, he is going to hold P6. Luo is in P7. Crazy Boy dropping to P8 with his penalties. Wasserschwein is going to be in P9. 80 Gamers coming around Parabolica for the last time. And then you have Bartosz, who is going to come around Parabolica in the Williams, and he is going to round out your race in P11. Driver of the day, Vixie, well-deserved, up 12 places from his starting spot in the Mercedes. And RoloSky and the 2 Red Bulls. It's a Honda podium. Definitely a strong finish for Honda in Monza. Your championship leader getting the podium. He is going to maintain his lead. Red Bull is going to make up grounds on Ferrari big time in the constructors, after Ferrari double DNFing in their home race. RoloSky in the lead, Gragson in P2, Jack in P3, Noda in P4, Maddie in P5, Vixie P6, Luo 7, Crazy Boy 8, Wasserschwein 9, 80 Gamer in 10, Bartosz in 11. And that's going to round out your finishers. 9 DNFs, both Aston Martins, both Alfa Romeos, both Ferraris, an Alpine, AlphaTauri, and a McLaren. What an eventful Grand Prix. All in all, looking nothing too crazy in terms of stats that's sticking out. Overall, a very strong race. I'll be interested to see what happens in the stewards discussions. Be sure to check back and see what the final podium places are and the final finishing is. But that is going to round it out for your Italian Grand Prix. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to tune in next week when we go to Spain. I'm your host, and we'll see you next Sunday.